Welcome, everybody, to your least favorite podcast. My name is Mark, and I am here with all of my friends.
Steven.
Nick.
Jake.
All right, welcome to the show, everybody. We got all of our politics talk out before we started the recording, so now let's jump into religion. Is that our next conversation?
Yeah. I like
You're
that.
all wrong if you don't believe what I believe, so goodbye.
I was thinking about that for a little bit. That was a pretty good intro, I think. That was good.
I think my same statement applies. It's another one of those things you just can't talk about without pissing somebody off. People just can't have adult conversations.
I would say people just don't talk about religion as much.
Yeah, you guys need to. You need Jesus for sure.
No.
Jesus, the original zombie.
I will say that I think like it did do a lot of good for people to be God fearing, right? Like I think that kept certain people in place, but not for me.
Joke gone wrong. Joke gone wrong.
Yeah,
I did something today, you guys. I put up wallpaper.
You're a sinner.
Why don't you use paint? I haven't seen anybody use wallpaper in like 20 years.
Because it's like a mural. Like it's like the whole like wall is like a scene of like Hogwarts. And like the train pulling to Hogwarts, and then there's a Death Star in the sky, and an AT-AT like walking around, and then there's like a TARDIS, and then there's a Firefly ship and a Battlestar Galactica ship up there. Then you have the Fellowship of the Ring like walking up one of the mountains outside of Hogwarts.
You didn't want to just freehand that?
Me? No. Holly was planning on it, but then, enclosed room with a bunch of paint fumes for pregnant woman.
Get her a respirator.
Not good. So,
open a window.
A window, dude. Hello.
This was just easier for her.
So you made her do everything.
No. Luckily, I had one of my students in town that came over to help me, and I traded him food for help.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like you gypped him.
Sounds like you're running a child labor ring.
He's an adult, thank you.
Right. So where did you get this so-called student at Home Depot?
No.
You were talking about those refugees that were in town. Maybe
that's true. That's up the road.
That's why I know, because I went and picked up a few.
Yeah, I did wallpaper today. You guys proud of me?
Yeah, dude, I'm so proud. I'm always proud of you. Always.
Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have to see it before I say whether or not I'm proud of it.
Oh, it's not perfect. So it was like 4 panels like together, and like the first 2 were definitely practice. Well, the second 2 were really good.
Still proud.
You're making
me a little less confident with every word you say. I would just stop while you're ahead. Say they're all great.
Oh, man.
The rest of you don't like you.
I'll reserve my judgment until I see it.
I'll send you a
I
picture
will be bringing survey equipment.
Well, tell him
the seams.
Tell him you guys reserve judgment on his scarecrow that he's making till we see it.
Did you see the picture though? So far, it's coming.
You've seen pictures of the scarecrow.
Yeah, I built that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
just the head.
You took a skull and then wrapped cloth around it.
Burlap. That's burlap.
Not exactly. I mean, that's kind of the plan, but it's also like a bunch of other pieces that I've had to integrate. Like, I had to do the hat. The stuff around the eyes required a lot of messing with. But yeah, basically, it's just all glued to it. But then I had to paint it, and I had to wipe the paint off. That's what makes it look kind of cool.
I'm pretty sure I saw that at Hobby Lobby yesterday. Did you just go to Hobby Lobby and buy that?
I will say that if you go to Hobby Lobby to find something like that, you're gonna be sad because they don't have shit. They don't believe in Halloween. They just go straight to Christmas and fall.
No, wait a minute. What do you mean believe?
I mean, technically, fall comes before Halloween.
There's no reason to make stuff for fall at all, period.
It's fall right now, today, I think.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. It's not something that needs decorations.
Summer to Halloween? That's ridiculous. All right.
I mean, personally,
you
if I had it my
sound
way,
ridiculous.
the whole year would be Halloween if it was my like.
Nobody even likes
cents.
Halloween. All
I love Halloween, you bitch. You shut up. I love it.
It's
You remember when I said I was proud of you?
It's gone.
It's starting to get real hairy, okay?
I know I'm outnumbered here. It's not that I dislike Halloween. It's, I guess, the third best holiday.
I would say.
I don't know.
I'd say I could put
you
it
could debate.
third, yeah.
You
I would
could
put
debate that, St.
Thanksgiving's
Patrick's Day.
Thanksgiving's the best holiday,
Yeah.
and then it would be probably the 4th of July. I like 4th of July a lot.
Ooh, 4th of July is good. Yeah.
And then
I don't
Halloween.
like 4th of July. I think that one sucks.
And then Halloween. That's where I would put it at.
Any holiday with fireworks, not that great.
I mean, I put any holiday that focuses on like what it's about. Like holidays, like you think 4th of July, buy food, like have a cookout and blow shit up, fireworks. Halloween, buy costumes, hand out candy, make shit spooky. Christmas is like buy gifts for everyone, have food, do all the fucking shit that you have to do for Christmas. It's just so corporate now.
Corporate.
It's so they try to suck so much money.
Yeah,
out
Christmas would be like Thanksgiving if you didn't have to do the presents, right? Like that.
That's why I really like Christmas, because it's basically another Thanksgiving. Like your Thanksgiving
but you have to buy
meal
presents.
just becomes your Christmas
It
meal.
loses a lot of points
You
because
also
of the
get
presents.
So
No, yeah, I'm over the Christmas because that's all people want is just the presents.
I want the food.
No, people don't actually use
And the
Christmas as
decorations.
like
You
a
can
like
get the food on
decorating.
Thanksgiving then.
Yeah,
That's-
but then you get it again. Like
crappy holiday.
Yeah,
People's made it about, oh, what can you give me? It's so dumb. I hate it.
People should just be thankful that I talked to him. That should be enough for Christmas.
But Mark knows this about me from
I
living
do.
with
I
me.
do know
Me
that.
and Ben are just
Again, it's
not.
really funny that
and I would
you're
get them
friends with-
presents all the time, and Nick would yell at me for getting him presents.
Yeah, because then I have to get you a fucking present,
Yeah.
right?
No, you
Like, that's
don't.
the problem.
No, you
yes,
don't.
you,
You don't
yes,
have
you
to.
do. 'Cause
Yes,
then
you
I'm a
do. You
fucking
have to.
giant asshole.
I'm telling
It
you,
gives
that
you
you don't have
leverage
to.
over me. I'm not going to allow it.
Exactly. I hate it, dude.
This is
I
a
hate that.
freely given gift.
I've
No,
told
there's
everyone
no
I
such
know
thing.
never give me presents. Ever.
I gave Nick an original Xbox.
Yeah.
Dude, we do this
It's a
every
lot.
year. Like I do
That
this
was a
every year with
good
my
gift.
mom.
It
Like,
was
can
a
you
good
just-
gift, and I hated it because I didn't want
And you
to.
used it all the time, though. You love
Mark,
that
I
thing.
didn't want it. Stop giving me stuff, you bitch.
Do it
See, I
every
like
year,
giving
dude.
people
Like if
gifts.
we
That's
just
the
having
thing.
an agreement to not do gifts, it'd be great.
Me and Ben did, and we tried to get Mark to do, and he never did.
No, because I like giving you guys gifts.
I think one
that's
part
like-
of it too is that I'm really bad at it. Like I don't have like unless you're somebody I live with, I'm not going to be good at giving you gifts.
See,
Like,
No, I'm not good
that's
either,
why
to be
that's
honest.
why I adopted a new strategy. Is like if I get you a gift, like if it's actually from me, it's gonna be something stupid. It's gonna be like a toy, or it's gonna be some little rinky-dink thing. I don't give a shit what you do with it. I just bought it because it made me laugh and it kind of reminded me of the person. Like I'm not gonna
That's
go buy
perfect.
like
That's such a good
something.
gift.
It's gonna be like I'll go buy like a Hot Wheels car. I'll be like, oh, this looks like your car. Here you go.
Yeah,
Like
that's
it'll be something like
awesome.
that.
That is
and
a
that is it.
fantastic gift.
That's where I draw the line.
Like
It cost me $1.
people think that it's like, oh, you should buy me like a new lawnmower because mine broke down, so get me one for Christmas. No, dude, like that's like the perfect gifts. Some of my favorite, like most of the gifts that like I keep or use the most is like typically like I got a shirt and a coffee mug. It's actually right here. Look at this coffee mug. It says Nacho Average Uncle. And it has like a nacho on it that's like dancing with a sombrero and stuff. Like
That's
I
a
love this
tortilla.
mug,
That's a
dude.
tortilla chip.
What did I say?
A nacho.
Nacho.
Yeah, what the fuck do you think the cheese goes on to become a
That's-
nacho?
That's a tortilla chip.
Put them on Lay's.
You're a fucking maniac. That's
The
some.
police
That's some
the
like
police
when,
are on the way to your house. Okay.
That's like when you're at home and there is no food and you got some Lay's and cheese, bro. You're like, I'm gonna make the
I
worst
wouldn't eat
nachos
Lay's if
known
I
to
was
man.
starving to death.
God, what a
Like-
soggy fucking mess that would be.
Yeah, Lay's chips.
I don't
No.
like
They're
them.
awful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're terrible.
Terrible.
Just normal ass Lay's are awful.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would.
Even their flavored ones doesn't help with the
No,
fix
like
the
it's
chip
they're
itself.
so thin. Like
yeah, I don't like the thin chips.
They're pretty bad.
I saw like kettle cook. Kettle cook chips are the best.
Yeah, kettle cook's good. Like the wavy ones are good. Like
there's
crunchy,
a wavy. There's a kettle cooked wavy chip.
I bet that's really good. Yeah,
that Lay's came out with, and I think it's Lay's that came out.
Yeah, but
like kettle cook is just a fucking cheat code to chips.
Yeah, it really is.
Let's be real.
So all that to be said, that presents are terrible. Nobody likes them.
Like
True.
You're getting a bag of Lay's next year.
I like seeing
the biggest bag I
it's
can
not that
find.
I like getting it, but like I said, I like seeing what people give me because, like you said, like if Ashley got me just like a Hot Wheels in my car, that'd be incredibly meaningful to me. That'd be awesome.
That's the other thing. Like most of the time, thinking of me personally, like if I wanted something, I would have bought it myself. Like so, unless you find something like that, like you're not gonna be able to get me something that I wouldn't have just already bought myself.
Like you said, it's just like a small thing. Like, you know what I would actually get you if I saw you on a regular basis for Christmas? So I would get you more like fancy books. Because I know you collect. Yeah, right? I know you collect them. You don't read them, I know, but you collect them and you display them.
I look at them, I open them and peel the page, make sure they're not stuck together so it looks like somebody opened them once.
Yeah, so like that's what I would get you for Christmas, buddy.
You know what? You would actually been interested in this. So we were at the bookstore the other day. I was looking for some, and I was trying to find a leather-bound version or like set of all the Lord of the Rings stuff, but I couldn't find a full, complete matching set, so I didn't get that one. But I was still looking. But they have to kind of be like bigger ones. They had this one. It was like soft-bound. All these are like hard-bound, but this was Lord of the Rings, and it was like a 3-inch book. And it didn't have The Hobbit, and I was like, I can't. It didn't have everything.
I still carry that copy of The Hobbit you gave me, and it stays in my travel book bag. So everywhere I go, I take it.
The Hobbit, because he went on an adventure. So you gave him the book where he goes on an adventure.
I'm not into Hobbit because I didn't like Lord of the Rings, nor.
Just not into little people, huh?
Star Wars, I never watched. Lord of the Rings, I never watched.
How are we friends?
And you don't like superhero stuff.
And superhero shit's fucking dumb.
Yeah, man, the superhero thing really fell off after like the end of like Marvel's Endgame for me. That was kind of just the end of giving a fuck about anything to do with superheroes.
You know what's funny with all that is, so we watched the new Agatha show, and like they do a really good job. So that's set in the Marvel universe, and like to really see like how she came about and how she got introduced, you'd have to watch the Scarlet Witch show. But like their shows where they do stuff like that vibe of that show is all like witches and magics. Like if you just watched from the beginning, you probably wouldn't know it had anything to do with Marvel overall. So like that kind of stuff I feel like does better now than just going, here's another superhero. Like where they explore the weird stuff and the things that are outside the box. I mean, we like that one, but I like the Scarlet Witch. I don't know if you see that one either, but like every episode's like another version of a TV show. And that's another one that like if you just watched it, you'd be like, what the hell is this? But like if you knew where the characters came from, you'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I see how they got here. But otherwise, it would be completely detached from all the Captain America and Thor and all that crap.
I actually have an answer to how me and Nick became friends.
It was behind the 7-Eleven.
Yes, in his car.
You see, Nick was popular in high school, and I wasn't, and so I would like hang around.
Hold on, I'm gonna stop you right there. You were popular in high school, Mark. You know we've been over this a couple times. You were
we have, and I was not
like hugely popular.
You're telling me that being in the band doesn't make you popular? Get out of here.
That's exactly what he's trying to tell you. And I was in the band with him. I was not popular.
Nick was popular. He was a popular kid, and so I would like try to hang around him, so I could also try to be popular. But it didn't work.
You know what? I just figured out you used me.
He's just a user.
Yeah, that's messed up. Actually, the hell's that all about? I thought we had something.
I just remember in high school, like I don't remember, like I'm sure there were people. I don't know. You have all the like cliques you see in like movies and TV shows. I don't remember any of that from my time in school, but I didn't really engage with people enough to like see that. But there wasn't like groups. There'd be like, oh yeah, the like these people all hang out at the like smoking area. These people play on the football team, but like they also just go to their class. Like they're interacting with everybody. So I don't know. I missed that. It wasn't like the movies.
There was definitely like cliques. Like you interacted with other people, but like I mainly hung out with drumline guys, and I could like mosey into other crowds, like the skater druggy crowd, or I guess
just that one. Just the one.
Really
that's
like the smart nerdy kid crowd, I guess. Like I wasn't part of them because I wasn't that smart, but I was nerdy. Like I could like mosey in with them, and like you had some overlap, but for the most part, it was pretty clicky.
We didn't have like Mean Girls and the jocks and all that. Like it was just the people. I don't know.
We definitely had that.
Maybe just picked like a weird spread of classes because I did like weight training. So we did like weightlifting, so that probably got to know some of the sports people.
Wow, you did weight training? You were so popular.
I did welding, and then I did art class, and I was a teacher's assistant. Like I don't know, I was all over the place. But I picked classes because they were the easy ones. Like weight training meant I got to just work out for an hour instead of having to go to class. And then TA meant I got to sit there and do nothing for an hour instead of.
I did weight training too, dude, as a freshman, and like most of the people, except for like there was like 3 of us that were in the band, but like everyone else was like on the football team, and this was like an off-season thing for them. And like there I was, 9th grade. I don't even think I weighed 100 pounds yet. I think I was like in the 90s, like trying to lift weights with these freaking mammoth of guys that were like, it was ridiculous. They could have like bench pressed like 4 of me at that time. And I'm sitting there trying to work out with them.
I mean, it's good. It gets you a little spread of all the people.
Yeah, they didn't talk to me.
I think the only like the last full semester I had in high school, the only class that was an actual class was like math, and everything else was bullshit.
The problem with like the bullshit classes for me is like I got stuck in a bunch of like freshman bullshit classes with a bunch of like freshman teachers, and so like they had to care for the freshmen, which meant like I couldn't just like leave and then be okay with it.
You gotta have an off period, and you just go home. I don't remember if this was when I was there, but some of the schools around here started getting to the point where they had to like split the schedules because there was too many people. Yep. So you'd like, either go like morning centric or you'd have like afternoon centric classes.
That sounds awesome.
It wasn't.
I guess it depends on what you prefer and if you have the right one.
Because they fucked it up. They made like all the young kids go to school early. So like the freshmen and sophomores had to be there like at 6 a.m. And then all the like, seniors and juniors had to go like in the afternoon. So they'd start school at like 10, but they'd have to go to school till like 5 or 6 p.m. And like a lot of them had jobs, right? So they like didn't want to do that. And then the parents were also like, yeah, how the hell am I supposed to get my 14-year-old to school at 6 a.m, right? And still work my job, right? So it kind of like fucked everything up when they did that.
Well, you think about that from the teacher's perspective. Would I rather deal with the younger kids in the morning when I have more energy?
But that happens either way, right? Like a lot of the teachers, like I remember when I was a sophomore, I actually got a teacher that usually he would only teach juniors and seniors. Like he refused to teach anybody lower than that. So he taught like the higher level classes that were like you would take as a junior, as a senior. So like when I got his class as a sophomore, he like was surprised I was even able to get in there because they like knew better than to let like
who allowed this?
Do that. Yeah.
You guys, one of them's in my room. Get it out. I can see that. Sometimes you just make your choice there, but I don't know. No, that was the other high school that had the pedophile teacher.
Yep.
I was gonna say maybe it was a preference. So like I like them in this age range.
Yeah.
We had rumors of a student-teacher relationship. Don't know how true it ever was.
We had a teacher that was a cross-dresser that was also involved with some minors, believe it or not. That was teaching.
Which part am I believing or not? Were they cross-dressing at school?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't see the problem. They're fine.
I mean, what you do on your own time,
To an extent, yeah.
Mark, do you remember, I think it was at tech school, there was like someone there that had like a furry mask and they like brought it in at one point.
No.
I don't remember if it was one of the teachers or somebody, and they were like just some like personal stuff, and they just had the head, and they were like, "This is my head," and it was like a big mascot costume. And they're like, "Cool, dude."
No.
I mean that as long as the conversation ends there, like, cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
That would have been funnier at basic training, though.
I didn't really interact with MTLs all that much, to be honest.
I don't think you would have lasted long at basic doing something like that.
It would be funny. Like, why are you laughing? Like, what are you laughing about? Something about this mask funny to you? Exactly.
Kind
Good
of.
times. I always thought that'd be the greatest job ever. Just wake up and yell at people all day.
If I was in the military, I'd have tried to be an MTI for sure.
There need to be more jobs like that, just in every other field. Like, I just want to wake up and scream at people.
You know, it's hilarious that, like, you know, with you guys, I'm like the white knight, right? I'm like the nice one of the group or whatever. But I would 100% go and, like, choose some people out and just, like, get in people's faces for a living. Like, that would be so awesome.
Most of the time, once you also realize, like, what they're doing and where they're coming from, that you know that most of the time they're just either trying to get you to do something quick because they need you to, or they're fucking with you.
Right?
So, like, it's not for no reason. And if it's just fucking with you, then they're just entertaining themselves.
Nick remembers how I was on the drum line to Gavoni. You remember how mean I was to him?
I do, yeah.
Hey, we won at the end, though. All right.
Yeah, we won everything, dude. We were the
I was
best.
an asshole to that kid.
I mean, I don't.
Made him
It's
better.
not surprising to me. I've seen you be an asshole to people, so. I've seen you be an asshole to one person specifically.
you were there for the whole Bingham thing.
That's Mark at the end of his like limit, the end of his patience. It's burned out.
Like I do, like I have really good patience, but like once you get to the end of it, I really do start becoming an asshole. I was talking to one of my instructors. What was it, like Friday or Thursday or Friday? And he was talking about some girl problems and stuff, and he was just like going around in circles. And like after a while, I was just like, dude, I don't know, go die alone or something. I don't care. And I was just, oh, it was rough.
Harsh.
I know, dude. I wasn't that mean, but I was like, I mean, as I see it right now, like I was like, you want a wife, you want a kids, but as I see it right now, you're not gonna get it. Like, I'm sorry, but the way you're acting right now is not gonna get it.
The truth hurts.
I mean, sometimes you like you know, you gotta tell people straight, right? Like, I've definitely had conversations with guys at work where I'm like, can I be like really honest with you? Like, probably hurt your feelings, honest with you. Mm-hmm. They kind of look at you, right? Like, oh God, like what's about to happen? Yeah. And like you could say no, right? If you don't want to have this conversation, we don't have to do it, right? But I think it would be good for you to have this conversation.
Are you
like,
in a good emotional place right now?
Yeah, you might want to sit down. I'm gonna make you cry. Like, but it helps, right? Like some of the like a lot of those, especially the younger kids that like I worked with, they like checking them and putting them in their place a bit like that. It like, oh shit, because nobody's ever done that to them, right? They don't like nobody's ever just straight told them the truth. And like me personally too, I've had people do that to me and it helped a lot, right? Like you realize it.
You're
so,
welcome.
Like,
I mean, I do
those
that.
People like, yeah.
I'll do that with my wife every now and then with her business, and she'll be like asking me something about it, and I'll be like, well, here's just my logical thought process. She's like, you're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to tell me like what I want to hear and tell me things are gonna be nice. And I'm like, well, that's not helpful. I'm trying to provide like feedback that's gonna be beneficial.
Well, me and Mark grew up with that.
Yep.
We had a drum instructor, and he did not care for your feelings whatsoever.
Not at all.
But I bet both of you guys really like that guy.
Yeah, he's one of the best we've probably ever had in our life.
Dude, like everybody, it's funny at work. Everybody tells me that, like, you're an asshole, and I'm like, I didn't come here to make friends, dude. Like, none of us did. None of us came to work to make friends, right? Like,
usually the people that give it to you straight, like you might not appreciate it in the moment, but like that's the thing that's going to be most beneficial later, because you're gonna like, oh well, they didn't just sugarcoat it or tell me everything was going to be great. Like they just told me how to actually fix the problem.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot from it. You just got to be able to take the criticism.
It'll make you a winner too.
That's really is. A lot of kids nowadays can't take the criticism.
Like, no one's trying to be mean to you. I'm just trying to help you fix it. I'm trying to provide the truth here so that you can understand the problem and then remedy the problem. If you're just getting lied to, then there's no point. Like, you're just wasting time. Which, if you want that, that's great. But I don't got time for that.
I ain't got time for much nowadays, especially not that.
That's why you always remember. That was another thing where they, I don't remember if that was the military or someone else. They were always talking about, like, when you talk to people, you don't ever tell them everything's going to be okay. You just tell them, like, factual things. Like, I called people. The people are coming. We're going to get you help. Like, I don't ever tell you, like, things are going to be great. Because,
no, usually if you're telling somebody it's going to be okay, it probably really isn't going to be okay.
Yeah, don't tell me, no.
Yeah, no. Like, that's probably things are not going to be okay, but that's the only thing I can tell you that's going to help this situation. So.
I'm not trying to make enemies with a ghost, okay? So, just remember that
I'm going to look back and be like, man, that guy told me things were going to be okay. Like, I don't
or you could be on the other side of things and be like, what do I care what I tell them? They're going to be dead soon. Who cares?
You guys just have the wrong ghost, dude. It's cool.
Yeah. Just give it to them straight. It doesn't help people fix themselves if they're just being lied to.
Well, Jake, dude, you're doing
so now that we've gotten it, let's
job at everything.
Let's go down the list.
Elaborate. Give it to me.
I just hate who you are as a person.
Okay.
All right.
I like you, Jake.
Yeah, but how does he fix it?
Yeah, what's the solution?
Yeah, you can't, dude. I think you're doomed, honestly. I don't think
there's no help.
So.
Okay, all right. This was helpful.
I like you, Jake.
Shut up, Mark.
He's probably lying, too.
You're the guy there telling him everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. What can I do better? No, just keep it up. You're doing good.
Just keep it up. You're good.
Just keep doing it. Everything's just working against you right now, but that can't stay like that.
And anyone, it just doesn't get better. Nothing.
It does. I'm gonna
go positive outlook, Nick. Thanks.
It doesn't. It doesn't. There you go. I fixed world's problems.
Just embrace the suck. That's what they always taught us.
Yeah.
Everything sucks, so just learn to live with it.
Basically.
Internalize it, push it down, compress it.
Let it boil over some other time when we're not around.
It makes for little glimmers of entertainment.
You guys are terrible. It does get better. There is a way out.
That is not.
I'm not gonna say how, but there's a way out.
There. Now you're doing it. Now you're telling everybody it's gonna be fine. Don't worry, guys. Just keep chugging along. Everything will work out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's what he's telling him right now.
That's exactly what I'm telling him.
That's what I meant. Yeah, that is what I meant. That is perfect. Perfect job.
Unless you win the lottery.
No, I was just you know how we began the conversation today. This is how we'll end it. There's a way out. It's religion. Get God. Be good, everyone. It was a great episode. Peace, love, happiness.
We'll catch y'all next week.